cash Trump's promise and everybody. Hey, it's a Wednesday. It's Wednesday, y'all. You know, FirstLady B is in the house with me.
You mentioned that name.
Yeah, that name that causes all kind of situations for people. You know, and I texted. I didn't text, but I did put it on Facebook. I asked the question, who watched him last night?
I did.
And you know, because I took a pass on it because, like I said earlier, you know, just like the flu and these other viruses, I was afraid I was gonna catch some fake news watching it.
It was a whole bunch of it too. It was a whole bunch of it, and that's how I want to start the conversation off about today.
We knew that it was going to be like that. You know, whatever little perceived victory that has been attained, you know, they drink into that.
They drink that Kool-Aid. So I watched it, and I wasn't gonna watch it at first either, but I ended up watching it because I decided to live tweet, and I live tweeted because I wanted to be able to say, "No, this ain't right. This didn't happen."
There was a lot of fact checking.
A lot of fact checking going on. And let me say this: you're absolutely right. Fake news. And tonight, BET is doing like the African American State of the Union, if you will, tonight, and they have Congressman Maxine Waters and political commentator Angela Rye. They're doing it tonight on BET. They're having a panel discussion, and it's called Our State of the Union because, like last night, Trump was saying, you know, taking credit for the African American unemployment rate. Whenever he says that, I cringe.
Yes.
You know, and because the truth of the matter is that President Obama started that trend. And it's just continuing. That's just a fact. And you know, he always says, you know, since I became president, the African American unemployment rate has come down. And that's just you know, historically not true. Just not true.
Well, you know, he's actually going to benefit for, you know, a new president comes in. Actually, those positive things that happen in the economy, they've been set in place already by the predecessor.
That's right.
You know, and certainly there were some things that needed to be fixed in that first term with President Obama. But by the second term, he was able to push forward some things that are paying dividends now.
That's right.
So that's what we got to
remember. And that's just the fact. And that's the as I was telling my husband this morning, that's the fact. When I tell you, like an hour before the State of the Union came on, all of I call them his cronies. I mean, they were out on Twitter. I mean, they was bullying left and right on Twitter. I just thought it was hilarious because they already knew that he was, you know, going to be giving us some fake news last night. But like I said, tonight, Congressman Maxine Waters and political commentator Angela Rye are going to be on BET. I think it comes on at 7, if I'm not mistaken, doing the African American State of the Union address tonight. And last night for the rebuttal, you know how they do the rebuttal after the State of the Union? They brought up, I think his name is Joe Kennedy or Rob Kennedy. He's like the great nephew or
nephew or something.
Of JFK, great nephew of JFK, and then I guess he's a great grandson of Robert Kennedy. Yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, So I thought that was kind of cool. And actually, he was probably about 15 minutes, and I thought he did. You know, he's very young, but I thought he did a really good job.
I thought he would. I heard some question bringing him out, and but I thought he would do a good job.
He really did.
And so I'm not surprised to hear that. You know, very often, you know, and the thing about it is that in this climate, all we can do, you know, all anybody can do is just simply speak truth to the situation, and let that be it. You know, we operate by the adage that the truth, like a lion, will defend itself.
Will defend itself. That's it. At the end of the day.
Yeah.
As my husband would say, just keep living. You just outlive. You know, just live it. Just the truth will outlive a lie any day. Any day. Just keep on going. But yeah. So that, and then so this week is all about Black Panther. I don't know if you saw Monday night the premiere.
I heard about the
They had a purple carpet premiere in Hollywood.
Yeah, actually, I have a friend, Neely Dickerson, who works with the indie company, does a lot of work with some of the particularly with the Sony-owned studio out there. and she was at that premiere.
What did she say?
And she told me that it was awesome. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That the masses are going to love this.
Yes, and let me tell you what. When I looked at like the pictures of the red carpet, you know, the after party, everybody who went to the premiere. When I tell you, Black royalty, Black Hollywood came out in droves. I saw Martin Lawrence. I saw Jamie Foxx. I mean, Quincy Jones. I mean, like the legends. I mean, everybody was there. This
was not to be missed.
It was not. Well, I tell you, it's not to be missed. And I don't know if you saw that it already it's on track to break records the opening weekend, on track to make like 100 to 120 million.
There's a lot of pre-sale tickets being purchased out there as well.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it.
So that's definitely something that I have got to see.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I said when I leave here today, I am going online immediately and get my pre-sale ticket. I'm gonna take my mom to go see it and make her dress up.
Oh, okay.
Get her some Wakanda gear. And make her get in character with me so we can go see Black Panther.
Okay. Interestingly enough, the lead character
Chadwick.
Chadwick Boseman. He actually, as they were preparing to start filming, he insisted that everybody needed to have that Africanized accent in the movie. So everybody had to work on that. He said, otherwise it does not make sense. Wow. Because this is a kingdom that has been has decided to seclude itself from the rest of the Western world for many, many years, and it only would stand to reason that they would not, the language would not be so influent. They may know English, but it's going to be spoken with an African dialect.
I can't wait.
And so I thought that was very, and this young man, Chadwick Boseman, actually he was the lead in the James Brown.
Yeah, that's what I say, James Brown. Get up. Yep.
And of course, spent time filming here in Jackson.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And we've seen him as he just kind of has evolved in a wonderful way. Turned out to be a wonderful actor. Yeah, he can dance too. He can
dance. He can bust the moves.
He's got moves.
Yeah, that's right.
So this has been certainly a pleasant surprise as I think he's evolving as another Black leading man. Yeah. He's joining the ranks with he may not be as suave at this point as Denzel or Denzel is kind of from another generation.
Yeah, he really is.
He's kind of paid his dues. Yeah. I would say as Idris Elba.
Idris, I agree. I would agree. I love Idris.
Yeah, so that I think that's where he's headed.
Yeah.
We're gonna see him in more and more diverse movies, I do believe.
Yeah, I agree. And he's direct.
Now we gotta hit this now, because Tyler Perry was swinging. I think he swatted Trump last night with the have and the have.
So listen, I started watching Have and the Have Not. So don't tell me what happened. And then I had to. Let me tell you how I did it.
Okay.
I had my laptop up. Oh, this is gonna be so horrible. I had my laptop up and my phone at the same time. So I'm watching Twitter on my phone while I'm talking about the State of the Union on my laptop, and I'm getting all these tweets from the Oprah Winfrey Network, looking like, oh my God, so I'm gonna have to go back and finish watching it.
Okay, today. Well, I won't tell you what happened, but the rest of the folks out there in Radio Land, y'all know what happened.
Oh, Jesus.
Because they were with me watching that.
So I do know that, so I do know that, I forgot her name, Candace's mom, she gets real about, she shares her truth.
She gets very real.
Okay.
And Tyler never fails to surprise you with the plot twist and how he dealt with that. And everybody's on the edge of their seats last night. This is
okay. I can't wait to watch it. Okay.
Good. Wow. And actually that's what made me watch, because I got busy doing something else last week. Yeah. And I'm like, hey, I'm there catching the rerun an hour before this, last night's show. So it was.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna go watch it.
I'm like, forget the fake news.
Yeah.
This is make believe, and I know it.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I'm gonna get my entertainment on.
Yeah. So, and then I want to mention the Grammys. We have to give CeCe Winans all the praise, because she took home both categories. She took home Best Gospel Album and Best Gospel Performance for Let Them Fall in Love and Never Have to Be Alone. So
very, very well deserving. And CeCe's, she's another one of those generational talents that has evolved, and certainly took a 5-year layoff, comes back and knocks it out the park.
And just every award season. And during Grammy weekend before, on Saturday, there's a snippet, I don't know if you saw, going around on social media of Leandria Johnson and Jamie Foxx. They singing Fred Hammond's goodness, I forgot the name of the song they sung. No Weapon.
Okay.
They're at a Grammy party singing No Weapon. Her and Jamie Foxx.
No.
Yeah, it's floating around on social media.
Could be a move for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Things hadn't gone too well with this current single
No,
that she's
not at
got
all.
out.
Not at all.
So that could be something. Maybe hopefully in 2018 things will settle down in her life.
Yeah.
There's been so many contradictions for as Leandra is concerned.
That's true.
And the body doesn't deal with that well.
At all.
So maybe she can settle down and get herself headed and get some direction in terms of her career.
Amen.
What else you got?
That's all I have. I mean, it's all about Black Panther. It's all about Black. And let me say this: Angela Bassett, her and Courtney B. Vance. They came on the carpet together. They brought their kids. I've never seen their children.
I never have either.
So Percy. So when they were pulling up in the car, and I saw these two kids in the back seat. I'm like, who cares? They done stole.
We'll say that real quick.
I know, but they're kids because I had totally forgot that they use a surrogate way back when, and so for the first time, their kids was out.
About how old they look like they're?
They look like they got to be about 8 or 9.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah. So yeah, I had to mention that like that. That was one of those things. I was like, who them kids in the back seat? But yeah, so they had their kids with them. So that was like I said, I've never seen their children before until this weekend. And like I said, everybody was at the premiere. And
well, we're hoping that Black Panther breaks all kinds of records.
Yes, go see it.
And we hope so for numerous reasons out there, because number one, we want to show that somebody besides Will Smith, and I have nothing against him,
that's right,
can headline a movie.
That's right. Come on, amen.
And I'm talking about in the here and now.
That's right.
People like Denzel and Sidney Poitier, they paid
their dues. That's right.
But we're talking about the next generation.
The next generation. We got to pay it forward.
And of course, also certainly hats off to Denzel for his performance.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna mention Ava, because Ava was at the premiere. And we love Ava DuVernay for all the things that she's doing and has done, and her and Storm Reid from her upcoming movie A Wrinkle in Time both attended the premiere of Black Panther. And Ava's one of those people that she wants everybody to go see Black Panther, but she also wants to make sure that we go back to the movies on March the 9th and watch A Wrinkle in Time, because Storm Reid, the little girl who plays Meg Murray in the movie, she's an African. In the book, she's a Caucasian girl, but in the movie, she is an African American little girl who is a superhero who basically saves the world from darkness. And Ava kind of correlates it to what's happening in our world today with Trump. Yeah, so she kind of, we have to go back to the movie. If we don't, take our little girls to go, to see that, because.
And let me repeat once again too, that and kind of piggybacking on what you said there, and we're going to say this and we're going to wrap the segment. But as I came on earlier this morning, I talked about it. We're on the verge of another Black History Month.
That's right.
And there's so many important lessons that have been learned by people like you and myself that are being lost on younger people.
That's right. That's right.
In our society, our children, our grandchildren, whomever. And what I'm advocating and what I'm going to be saying all month long is that you, as an individual who have been through the struggle, who have seen things and who've experienced things, take time to teach our young people about these things, so that when they hear about somebody saying, so-and-so paid a cost, be it Fannie Lou Hamer or Martin Luther King,
that's right,
that it will resonate with them. They will understand why it is that we preach these sermons again and again.
That's right.
And why it is that these things are so important to us. We have to teach this history. This is part of that verbal history that's being lost.
That's right. That's
and
right.
We've got to move that forward, folks. Whether it's a child in your home or the child next door, hey, get them by the hand and sit them down and talk to them about some key point in Black history during this particular month. Let that be your mission.
You can preach, because that's where I'm at too. We just have to teach our children about Black history. I did just like a pop quiz with some kids last week, just asking just different questions about different people from our history, and they had no clue who they were or what I was talking about. And it frustrates me, because this is our history. This is our Black history.
And I'm advocating that JPS and other schools around here make a point to get a partnership going with the Mississippi
Museum.
Civil Rights Museum.
That's right.
And take those school
Children.
students down there so they can see what happened right here in Mississippi.
That's right. Amen. That's a good way to end.
All right.
Amen.
All right then. And of course, First Lady B.
Oh, for FirstLady B, I'm going to shout out my husband, Pastor Ernest E. Slaughter Sr., and our New Candy Creek Missionary Baptist Church family. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at FirstLady B, or log on to my blog, FirstLadyB.com.
Fantastic. Keep it right here. There's a lot more on WOAD.